Hello, sir. How are you? feels bad. Holy shit, dude, I got stunned. Nah, I got unlucky. Actually got unlucky. We gotta play like a pussy. We gotta win. We gotta win the 2 million here. I believe. Hello, Hendrot. How are you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh shit. I gotta focus. Gotta fail again. Oh, well, that shouldn't have killed me. I should have used elixirs. But gotta save. If I fail again, I'm gonna put on elixirs. Sometimes being cheap is not. It's not the way, I guess. Hey, we got a chair. Let's go. That's like 100%. It goes straight to the NFT collection, I guess. It's way too cheap to sell right now. Alright, we guess cube like maybe we could rep cube 5 times, maybe. Alright, let's hope. Uh, we're gonna keep this and then do Mulan and then roll again. That gave me some EXP with that's not bad. And then a 6 hour charm. Oh shit, I can't use it. Gotta wait for floor 10 to use that. Uh, 1 to 100 is fine as long as you have some gear. If you have no gears, it's like hard. Hard in terms like takes time, like maybe a month. If you have gear, it only takes 1 week. But if you're hardcore, You want to put in like many hours than 2 days. I mean, do you enjoy it? If you enjoy it, you don't change because next month the meta is gonna be grinding one character for 10 hours a day. So the meta is changing. Right now the meta is to do daily balls on 10 characters. But next month meta is gonna be one single character for 10 hours a day. So if you like Bowmaster, that's good for you. You could train it. You could play it 10 hours a day. If you don't like it, then you have to change. You have to play a class that you could play 10 hours a day. It doesn't matter like if you play Shadow, which is the strongest class. But if you can't grind on Shadow for 10 hours a day, it's pointless. Yeah, so I don't know if it's 1,000 hours or not, but I do know it's a lot of nodes to max. The whale's gonna buy them anyway, so it doesn't matter for whales. But for you guys, it matters because you know whales can buy it. You guys cannot. So you guys that's like stuck training 10 hours a day for money and for like you know making yourself stronger. Based on the game build, they're using 2020. So if you really want to know, check the compare the 2020 version. The skill balance it's new age, but the system wise it's 2020. So they're mixing and back mix and match. So class balance and skills is new age patch, but the system itself is 2020. The fuck can move. Oh, okay. It was a debuff. Alright, we need to clear this and then the next floor. Last week we failed floor 39. Hopefully this week we do better. We think it's next month, but anything could happen. It's not guaranteed. I need to make sure I have enough HP, because the next one does a lot of damage. Alright, we're gonna sandbag this. Wait for cooldown. Because otherwise I'll die out from HP. We will enter at 25 seconds of this. Alright, I can take one more hit, then I gotta heal. Actually, I'm gonna heal ahead. I'm scared I fuck up. Oh man, I don't know how I can do this. He has one more life. Oh shit. I only have 30 seconds. I don't think I can do it. I don't have time. Yeah, I'm out of time. I don't think I could kill it in time. Not enough HP and DPS. Because if I play safe, I don't have enough DPS. And if I just like tank it, I don't have enough HP or defense. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna not make it anyway. Gotta swipe. Gotta swipe for this one. Alright. Okay, we could try. Let me try. Guess I'll try this. See if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Not good enough. I want to see how close or how far I am. I had no idea what killed me, but okay. This is probably how Amy feels. We're getting the Amy experience. Oh wait, no, I don't have pause on. Alright, let me do this. I probably gonna need like 2 million combat power. 1 million if you go no boss damage, full attack. But yeah, if you don't have boss damage at all, full attack, like WSE, then 1 million. Alright, I need to check what the hell is killing me. Does this thing one-shot me? Oh yeah, that thing one-shots. Let me double check. So you guys see what I have to dodge. Yeah, that kills me. Alright. Basically everything kills me. I see. Well, I didn't know that. That's why I gotta check. We gotta play the corner then. Yo, I don't know what the hell killed me. I gotta pay attention to the maps. Well, I saw that. I just couldn't jump. I didn't react to it. I just need some practice. Well, I tried a couple times, and then we could call it a day. We could call it quits. Oh fuck! I step into it. We're gonna take this in the ass. I think I have the damage. I think. I just want to see if I have the damage first before I actually start trying very hard for it. Because if I don't even have the damage, Just no point. See, guys. See, guys. I know I'm dog shit. That's why I play Paladin. That's why we play Paladin, boys. If you're dog shit, just play Paladin. Gets the job done. Oh man, I was buffing. I killed myself. Alright, I guess I could do it. I just don't have the hands. He has hands, bro. I don't. Well, you see that I dodged. I can't. I died because that was my 200 ping, right? See, I have to deal with 200 ping and DPS. You know, it's a little bit harder. I gotta play a Paladin. I mean, Korean to Japan has 50 ping. It's a lot easier. I have like half a second less than everybody else. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. This is a pain in the ass. We're just gonna make Amy do it. We just make Amy do it. But I do it one last time just for fun. Yo, my Shay Link skill is popping off. I died 5 times there. Yeah, I have the damage. I just don't have the hands. Yeah, I have about 220, 250 ping. Like I don't do Zikum for that reason. I don't gonna try. But I mean, it's doable. It's definitely doable. Like even if you had 250 ping, it's just that I don't wanna. I'm not good enough. If you're Korean, 250 ping, easy man, easy. Yeah, they still pass that. Yeah, fuck it. We go home as a paladin main, and then we mine ourselves while we play paladin. Yo, yeah, I dodged that. Like, I don't deserve to die here. Like I definitely dodged. I definitely dodged here, right here. But yeah, we just make Amy do it. Amy has better ping. All right. I use my red cubes. We use the red cubes, and then we log on to a different character. All right. Nothing good. We guess we try it again when we do more bosses and use the 5 blacks, I guess, to finish the job. Okay, gotta do my daily. Man, I don't even know if I want to play Angelic Buster now. I don't think that's playable. Like, without Canada server, I don't think it's playable for me. Like, what am I gonna do with this fucking game? I don't want to play Paladin for the rest of my life. Like, that's kind of depressing, dude. Holy shit. I mean, my goal has always been to play Angelic Buster and then farm the Lucid Android. And like that was my end game goal. That was that. But I don't know. We could actually play Angelic Buster and do all those bosses. Like definitely not Black Mage with that. I mean, like maybe we could do Lucid. I don't know about Will though with like 250 ping. Like I don't want to do Will with 250. Like that's terrible. No, that's the thing though. They promised Canada server 3 months after release, and they never deliver. That's what I'm sad about. Yeah, I know, but like you can't play any other class other than Mihail and Paladin if you have 250 ping. Like that's just not how it's gonna work. Like 250 ping, you definitely cannot play Light Lord, right? Like that's just like they attack way too fast. And 250 ping, you could like make an argument that you probably don't want to play Shadower either. You won't even be able to pot with the when you try to weave in the nuggets. No, no, Bowmaster does not work with 250 ping. Like, um, the reason why Bowmaster doesn't work with 250 ping is when you're shooting the Hurricane, you have reduced movement speed, and because of reduced movement speed and you have 250 ping, by the time you see animation coming down and you move away with the Bowmaster movement speed, you're dead. Like it's not dodgeable. Like even if you move the Zigma arm coming straight in, like immediately with like perfect reaction, you're still dead. It's not possible. The only way for you to dodge that is to one, either the Zigma does a delay hands attack down, or you cancel your Hurricane and then you jump. Like the only way to dodge the Zigma arm is to double jump, flash jump. Because when you flash jump, the server registers your location ahead of the time. So even with 250 ping, you survive. But yeah, like honestly, I don't think Maplestory N would do well outside of C region if they don't add more servers to different areas. Like even GMS has Europe region and NA region, so that people can play. Like Europeans struggle on NA server, and that's only like 120 ping, and Europeans are already struggling with Will and Lucid. I'm just thinking about how am I gonna play this game on 250 ping, Will and Lucid. I think I'm fucked. I mean, the only way I could do this is I become Link, swipe for 100 million CP, and just burst that bitch down. But like, there's zero chance I could become Link. I'm too poor. Maybe in my dreams I could be Link, but like not daytime, not when I'm awake. Holy shit, that's just real sad, dude. I don't know. Maybe I made Mihail if Paladin doesn't get the job done. I think Paladin should get the job done, but we'll see. I'll try out with Paladin. If it doesn't work, I play Mihail because that shirt is like even more bulky than Paladin. Oh wait, I forgot to use the EXP buff. All right, fuck it. I guess that's it. That's kind of sad. I'm not gonna do that. We'll see what happens though. I mean, I'll still build Angelic Buster and see if I can do it. But if I can't do it, I'm gonna have to think about selling off my shit so I don't lose money. Like, I mean, I'm gonna cut it loss and sell it off, but hopefully it's not gonna like lose too much money. All right, changing accounts. Hey, yes sir, just did it. All right, time to clean up, clean up, clean up. Alright, brother. Sorry for this guy, but he has to go. Trying to clean house. Bam. Pains me to do this, but it is what it is. Brother has all the time in the world to upgrade. Dude, you can't even solo you can't even solo Damien, dude. Like you don't get to be Laviaten. Like that's a little bit unfair to the people who could actually solo it. I mean, but sure. I mean, that's kind of fucked up though. Like Brother King was solo. Brother King was solo. That's the problem. Brother gotta practice. Like I have to practice. I have to practice and become one with the lag. That's my problem. I gotta become one with the lag. If I don't become one with the lag, I don't get to play this game. Damn, this brother needs to go too. We'll give him a chance though, because we just recently changed to 500k. We'll give this guy a chance. Let's move on to the others. There has to be a bunch of people with no gear. It's just like leftover remnants of people from the Dark Ages. The extractors who never upgraded. Yeah, like this guy. Alright, you're back to being a member. Oh, found a guy. We found a guy. Gotta make a move. But you cannot be weaker than Amy's ult. Like that. You cannot be weaker than Amy's hero or Amy's bowmaster and get to be in the guild right now. We gotta clean house. That's just that's just the reality of this. Alright. Sorry, brother. Salute. We're definitely gonna drop ranks though. Like now that I kick out so many people. I'm surprised. We actually have a lot of people who's in the 8 million range. This is what happens when I don't look at guild chat or interact with people. Like I just don't even know any of these guys are. It's kind of funny, dude. All right, this is it. We kicking off. That's like 5 people. Oh, this is the last guy we kick. All right. All right, brother. Salute you. Well, actually, no. Let's do the rest. So I could finish. I could say that I finished everybody in 400k, and all of 400k will be skipped next time. Oh, found another one. Damn. Sorry, brother, but you're gonna have to move. Actually, no. I'll leave this guy alone. He's like barely make the cut. I mean, not barely. He's like barely on the same CP as Amy's Bowmaster. We'll give this guy a pass. It's Brother, like if I don't kick members, our guild will still be the weakest guild in the server. Like we started out as the weakest guild in the server, where the entire guild was me and my 20 oats, and then 180 gold farmers, Indonesian gold farmers or Latino gold farmers with no fucking gear. And the entire guild chat is everybody just like partying for normal one Leon, partying for looking for 6-man normal pap, looking for 6-man normal Magnus. Like that's not healthy for the guild, dude. Like I don't mind that, but like you gotta move to Holy Trinity. Like this is not. You guys know? Like I mean, I don't know if Soap is in the guild, but like Soap is here long enough. I think he understands. Like if Soap ever remembers me looking at chat, he knows. Like that's literally what the guild chat is all about. And it's like that for like 2 or 3 months. And we slowly been increasing the requirement to join guild, like just slowly increasing the requirement. And you know that meant that I kick over like 200 people who are just like literally gold farmers. Like I mean like not botting, but like real gold farmers, like just extractors. They move from game to game to farm money for rice. And that's fine and all. But that doesn't align with my goal with the guild. Like my goal with the guild is that one day we could everybody can like get together and form parties. Like for me, I want to be able to go to the guild and say, "Hey boys, we're doing a hard Magnus train run," and then I could just recruit from the guild or from the alliance. Like that's my goal. And in order to do that, we gotta make everybody 500k plus CP. So that way, if I log my ult, I could get carried. Like that's the plan. Because now, if we recruit of 300k, 400k to the Magnus run, like it's high chance of failing. Like we're just gonna fail. Now, once we fill the entire guild with 500k plus, we're gonna up that and start looking for 700k or 750k. And then over time, this guild will be ready for 5th job, because there is zero fucking chance I will be soloing 5th job bosses. So we need some English speakers, hopefully, to do 5th job boss, like Slime and Lucid. I'm gonna say I'm not even gonna say Will right now because I don't think I could do it. Like honestly, like I lag too hard. Like we did some chaos pap today tests, and it's destroying my confidence. I don't think I have confidence to do Will anymore. Brother, I don't think I get to flame you if I'm dying with you in Will. Like, think about it this way, right? I will have to die. I will have to not die before I can flame you. Because I'm not gonna flame somebody if I'm dying too, right? That doesn't make sense. No, no, like hard Magnus, not normal, like hard. Like even normal Magnus, 700k is not enough for 1 minute. It's like a 2 minute, maybe a minute, like 2 minute run. No, no, you just need to be duo low Damien, duo Damien, and if you max your symbols and if you max your symbols and duo and low and like level 20, level 30 nodes, you'll be at fifth job bosses. Well, I don't know about job 5, but right now 700k, it's you don't get to. It takes like 30 minutes to do hard Magnus. I don't think you could do 700k combat power even with 6 job. I don't think you're killing hard Magnus in a minute. That's not possible. Unless you're one of those crazy ass sick bastards like Hui guys. Welcome to my video. We're gonna show you 100k solo um no like 1 million solo hard lotus hui. This is how I'm gonna do it. And then they solo it, and then they don't fucking show you. They have a 22-star Genesis weapon, you know, WSC maxed out, you know, like that kind of bullshit. You know, that's fake. It's not true. Like fucking people in GMS does that all the time. It's toxic as shit. Now, granted, I did it too. That's because people were kept saying Aaron is fucking OP. So you know, I just joined. I joined the train. So you know, I'm also part of the problem. Hehe XD. Doesn't Zagum have a timer? Unless you mean like classic that doesn't have a timer. I always thought even in classic, like Zagum has a timer. He's like a rage timer, and there's a timer for the room as well. Unless he's hacking. I don't think it's possible though. 10 hours? 10 hours Zagum run? Like classic? Maybe. I think so. Okay, I'm not sure though. Bro, when I played Maplestory as a kid, I never got to Zagum. Because I couldn't do the jump quest. I cannot make it to Zagum. Yeah, that's the thing though. I couldn't do the jump quest. I never made it there. Bro, like, I don't know about you, but like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking do it. You know, I had like an hour of playtime on the laptop. You know, I spent 30 minutes. I was depressed, and then I tried another 30 minutes, and then my time is over. You know, my parents came, my mom came, and that was it. That was my timer. And then after that, I never went back. I never did Zigum. I mean, locking a boss behind jump quests is just toxic design, dude. Holy shit. Dude, like Amy, like you know, you know, like in GMS, like these fucking clowns, they love making videos. They be like solo hard Lotus, 5k stat. You know, solo hard Lotus, 6k stat. Like they fucking love it. Like it's what they do, man. But it doesn't mean that you could replicate that. Especially like You know what I love about the green dot system, like the party green dot, blue dot system? I love it that the fuckers that make these videos, they can't make it anymore. Um, because they can't get carry anymore. So back then, yeah, they did the same thing. I copy from them. That's the whole point. And I did that because a bunch of Brazilians was pushing for Aaron using their method. Um, Basically, it's like what happens in GMS and other like yeah Genesis 22 star is that fucking strong, and like I think it doesn't have especially back then, like doesn't have, nobody has, there's no CP system, so like you just can tell like the brother's like stupid strong. um and you know, like people just like make shitty ass videos that people be making um bare minimum level characters to enter Black Mage. I think back then I don't think there was like a level requirement to enter Black Mage. So there was like fuckers with like rich ass whale friends. Level 200 and they were like just bare level 200. And they just, you know, get it and then starts like making these videos. Well, I don't know about regular server. I never played it. I just know that in the reboot server, they get level 255, then get their whale friend to solo black mage for them, and then because there's no green dot blue dot system, so they'll be like naked nude, and they just get it, and then they start making these videos. Dude, they be making like fake ass monster farm per hour videos too. They'd be like, all right, play this class, you get like 20k monsters per hour, something like that. And you couldn't replicate it because you don't have a fucking 22 star Genesis weapon. like, like shit's so fucked because they have full arcane, and you can't get it either because you're not weak enough for that shit. They get carried, you know, so they got arcane boxes, you know, and they got full arcane. They got 22 Genesis. I think our Genesis is gonna be like the Kaiserium. So instead of being a quest, they're gonna hide that shit behind Black Mage with a 1% chance, and then you get fragments. They're gonna make it so that like, it's gonna take you 7 fragments. I think maybe they won't do 8 fragments. I think they're gonna do 8 fragments. Anywhere between 8 to 10. No, actually it's 7 to 10. That's what I'm thinking. So you need like to clear. So you need. No. They're just gonna give you the 22 star liberated Genesis weapon if you like do like 10 fragments, and you're gonna get 1 fragment per party per black mage kill. So it's gonna take you 10 black mage kills to get 10 fragments at 1% chance. So it's gonna take the server on average. Um, Let me think. Sorry, my brain is copying. Yeah, it's gonna take the server on average 1,000 black mage kills, 1,000 parties to get the first Genesis weapon. And again, black mage is once a month. No, that's web 2. No, web 3 is just fragments. I take my word for it. I'm quoting it. You could clip this. They're gonna make this. They're gonna make this fucking fragments. Yeah, look, cause that's what they did with Kaiserium. Like, brother, they're not original, dude. You really think they're gonna like come up with like a different system? No, they're just gonna copy the same method as the Caesarium. They stick Caesarium as a fragment on hard magnets, 1% drop chance, call it a fucking day. They're gonna do the same thing with the Genesis weapon. 1% chance, call it a fucking day. And then after like 5 months, because nobody is able to drop it, the chance is gonna 5x. Like so right now it's gonna be like this, right? So we have Lotus, right? This not the chance of this is now 5x, right? So the base rate is 0.2%, right? And then 5x, so it becomes 1%. So it's gonna be the same thing with Genesis fragments. Genesis fragments, they're gonna do 0.2%, and then base rate, and then because nobody can form it, this becomes 99999, and it becomes 1% chance. But then even with 1% chance, that's the max cap, right? It's still gonna take the server 1,000 runs to get 10 fragments, and I'm pretty sure it's around 7 to 10 fragments for one weapon, and then you get the weapon as liberated. And now here's the best part: I think they're not gonna give it to you as 22 stars. I think they're just gonna give it to you as 0 stars and make you enhance for it, so they could double dip and get that revenue, get that enhancement revenue. I'm pretty sure, like that's what they're gonna do. No, because it's like they Maple Sea is not very like original. Like they do the same thing over and over and again. Well, I don't know about that, right? It depends if he's talking about reboot server or he's talking about regular server. I don't think that's true on for regular server. I think that's like less for regular server. Reboot, I think I believe that. I think I believe that. Yeah, because there's no trace. It's very hard, and the drop rate is like very low. But there is 200k an hour, dude. I mean, honestly, like even though we're like 5 years behind, I think we're gonna catch up to reboot players a lot quicker in a couple years, assuming this game is still running. Because for us, like our items doesn't fucking explode. So like people like Link, they could get to 26, 27 easily. Not us though. Like it's gonna cost us 100k just to do that. But like people like Link, if he wanted to, he could. And I'll be pretty excited to see it happen. You imagine Link just walks around with like 28 stars or 29 stars. Holy shit, that'd be so cool. Dude, if Link gets a 30, 25 stars, right? At this version, which is, a new patch, it will be converted to 30 stars. If Link ever gets 25 stars, I'm gonna buy an XPC spot in honor of him. Just kidding. I'm only buying NXPC because I think like Link is way down into a rabbit hole. He's gonna try for a second 25 star, and he's gonna pump like millions of NXPC just to get that. So I gotta like, buy NXPC before him, so that the price when Link starts pumping it, I can sell it to him and I make a profit. So yeah, so I take my word. It doesn't even have to be Link. Anybody who gets 25 stars in Maplestory N, I'm gonna buy a fuck ton of NXPC on the spot market and just wait and just hold. I'll hold it and I'll wait for him to do the next 25 stars. You have to be like a special kind of fucking degenerate to even try for 25 stars. And anybody who tries and succeeded, it means they're gonna keep doing it again because the adrenaline, like the high from that, it's greater than like smoking weed or like meth. And it takes a gambler to understand that. As a former gambler, I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna happen. BTC does affect NXPC. Like if BTC dumps, NXPC dumps harder. If you're talking about recently, that's because they're doing a pump and dump. They're doing the manipulation, the fifth job manipulation. Well, I told you it's the fifth job manipulation. You never heard of pump and dump? Now always buy stuff on the market, boys. Don't ever upgrade yourself. Like upgrading yourself is only for rich people. Always buy it from the market and make it a 50% discount. So whatever is the cost to make that shit, you apply a 50% discount. Make the guy who's quitting pay that 50% loss. Not only you getting it for cheaper, you also force somebody to take the loss. Yes, exactly what Amy says. But you can literally find anything on the market if you're like patient enough. And also you gotta be on the market like 24/7 because people like because there's a lot of merchants like flipping items and people when people quit they take any fucking off they take a very low offer. So a lot of times you just fucking like give it to the merchants. So it gets a little bit harder for you to get a 50% discount. Because the merchants are shooting for 50% discount and lower anyway. So that they can flip it to you at like a 60% off the price, of the original price. 60 like 75% original price. And people will buy it. There's plenty of items in the market that's like 75% of the original. Like obviously not low level items like the neophytes or like the mechanator or the earring, right? I'm talking about like real items like CRA, um, Absolab, and shit like that. Like it's any time in the market is most of the time it's cheaper than if you would have make it yourself. All right, Amy. Mr. Gana has replied back. He says he's out touching grass. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna try again tomorrow. If not, we're just gonna do it tomorrow. Price of NXPC next year, 20 cents. If they don't do anything special to save it, it will be 20 cents. And then that's when I make a little bit more upgrades. Dude, there's a lot of way to save NXPC. We just need them to save it. Brother, I'm free to play. You can see the stats by opening the navigator, but this is just the general gist of it. My character is like maybe 5 grand. If I want to sell it, no, it's actually worth probably 10 grand, but 10 grand is not sellable because that's the full worth. People is only willing to buy stuff at like a 50% discount, so you would never be able to sell the full worth. You will always have to sell at 50% discount to sell it because nobody plays this game anymore. So you have to sell it to the merchants, and then the merchants try to flip your shit by taking a risk and try to sell it at like a 25% discount. They make a profit, like a 50% profit. Yeah, realistically, the value of the character is $10,000, but I don't think it's gonna sell for $10,000. It will sell for $5,000 for sure, but that's that. All right, be right back. Hello, I'm back. I mean, a lot of merchants are successful at selling than we are, is because a lot of them are in like Discord communities or Twitter, and they can sell to their followers, to their fans, to their fan base, or they run Twitter bots to try to sell, pump and dump this shit. The best example is Eve Apple. Like, Butter bought like 100 devil dear devil hair, which is like the ugly ass shit. And Butter tried to like pump and dump that shit. He ran 100 bots on Twitter trying to like saying it's sacred, like the supply is limited. Try to get people to fucking buy it. I mean, it worked. It worked that like like 5 retarded Brazilians bought that shit, but like the brother bought 100 of them, so he's still at a loss. And yeah, like it's not like it's that easy. Like first you have to have the bot accounts, right? Make it look real, like legit. And I know it's fucking Eve Apple, because he's the only guy who bought 100 fucking Daredevil hair. Like that's the only reason why anybody would like try to pump that shit. Like, bro, and I know it's bots because like all 100 people is hype about Daredevil hair. There's only 100 of them. But like, if every single one of them who's hype as fuck about Daredevil hair buy one, he's sold out. But the fact is, he's not sold out, bro. He still has it. So it's his fucking bots. It's that obvious. Process of elimination, boys. That's how it works, bro. So it's not that easy to be a merchant because they had to figure out how to pump and dump. Yeah, cause the hair is ugly as shit. Like I don't want that shit either. It's like fucking disgusting. Like the only people they're tricking is the Brazilians. Ain't nobody's falling for it. Well, that's the beauty of like blockchain, right? You can see it like real time, like who's like botting and shit. But that's the thing, right? It's a lot of these people on Twitter, like they have 100,000 subscribers or 100K follower. It doesn't mean shit. It's fake. It's all botted. Or a lot of people like talking about Maplestory, like capping. It's fake and bot too, right? Like a lot of people like talking about racing to a 220 for fifth job or whatever. Like, bro, like fifth job is level 200. It's not 220. So that's like fucking bots. And everybody thinks it's level 220 for fifth job. Like, what the fuck, dude? Come on, guys. None of you guys play Maplestory. And they have discussions like 220 is the shit for Maplestory. Like, what the fuck, dude? But that's the thing we're dealing with. It's not that easy to be a merchant. Like they could be merchants, and I cannot. Is because they have the bots, the tools to make it successful. I don't, and they understand like human psychology a lot better than me. I mean, he gave up though. Like we don't see no daredevil hair bullshit on Twitter for the past month now. That's because he gave up. He knows he's not selling. Nobody's falling for it. Man, I can't fucking see. All right, 12 seconds. But I had no idea what the hell that guy was thinking. Like he could have choose a bunch of other hair, and we could have made the case for it. But the brother like was so cheap. He went for Daredevil hair of all hair. Like I mean, yeah, it was the cheapest, but like, come on, guys. I still find it hilarious. All right, we're gonna wait for another crack. But yeah, I think other than fifth job, I'm looking forward to the staking system. Whether NXPC is gonna continue go down from here or go up, I think it's gonna be the staking system. If they do a good staking system with like good rewards and balance sustainable, then NXPC can recover and try to hit 75 cents. Thank you. Is quick. Is that quick for support? I don't know how to pronounce that, brother. So sorry. I mean, yeah, like if it's stake to get NFT collection, it will help as well. I mean, like to get stats. But yeah, if they definitely do like stake for stats, I'm gonna do it as long as like the stats is good and it's not that expensive. If they wanted me to like stake 10,000 in XPC for like 5 crit damage, like fuck that. So it's gonna be like a balance. But like if the stake is like very low ceiling, like you just need 1K NXPC to max out, it's not gonna help. You're gonna need way more. Like because we don't have that many real players, like real spending player. So to make that up, to make up the difference, they're gonna have to make a staking system where they want you to stake a lot. Like I'm talking about like more than 10,000. Otherwise, it's not gonna move the market. Like I'm guessing, I'm estimating there's probably like 2 or 3 thousand real players left. If you count the unique players, like casual players who logs in, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Okay, then we may have more than that. I think we might be looking at 5, 6 thousand players. But like players who's like actively play MapleStory daily basis, I think we're like down to like 2 or 3 thousand of them. But if you count all the casuals, we might have like 10,000 left. I'm just estimating, just by the feel of people online, people in the guild. So even if like all 10,000 people, well, not all 10,000 people, there's no way they're gonna stay because most people is like gold farmers or extractors, right? Probably had like 5% of people who will be willing to spend, and if 5% of that is like 500 people, if they stake 1,000 NXPCs, that's only 500K. Like that's like less than the fucking burn amount. It's not gonna help. But yeah, we could theory craft on what's gonna happen. So I'm looking forward to the review. I want to know what's gonna be. 150 NXPC. How much is that? Is that 15 million? Yeah, you could probably do it. 15 million. That's like pretty good amount of money. I think at this current economy, you could do pigs at 15 million. Yeah, you could do well at pigs. That's like 200K an hour at pigs. No, I'm missing a couple majors and Phantom. I'm not gonna get the majors though. Yeah, that's really good though. You basically have like 4.5k Legion. So you just gotta have to wait for the next class release and you got 5k. And 5k Legion is really good. I mean, your goal is to get 6k, so like, you're very, very close. Yeah, you're doing better than me. Yeah, I think that's good. That's very good. Hello, Mr. Insanity. Oh yeah, I don't know if Amy's here, but I was just explaining math to Amy. Since I'm explaining it to Amy, since I'm explaining it to Amy, I'm also explaining it to you guys. So, what's up, boys? Let me change screen. Basically, is I'm trying to do a calculation on Maple PvP. Maple PvP, it's a very good website right now. So we need to find out, do we get attack or strength at endgame? Mr. Wildflower or Link is the best user to use as a reference point. Buzzard is full strength percent, and he's max 22 stars. So like this is as of end game you can get. So like on an end game player, like what do you want to get? So the answer is fourth job you get percent stat. Fifth job it depends. Sixth job you 100% you get attack. So this is sixth job. Now why do I put 26k strength? Because at sixth job you would get 26, you get 27k strength, flat strength, not flat, fixed strength, which is like final strength, 27k. Maple PvP doesn't allow me to enter 27k. The max number is 26. So this is a sixth job because if you max out fifth job and sixth job symbols, you will get 27k strength. Which you think you get that like level 280 or 290? I don't remember. So on a max level, B pot strength is 17. That's because you get 755, right? It's not possible. I mean, like it technically it's possible to get 777, but like that's crazy. Like not even Link can afford that. So we only talking about like regular one prime double sublight, so 755. That's 17, right? And then attack, we're using the reference point of epic. So epic is 11, 10, 10. So that's 31. Obviously, like legendary will be higher. It's 14, 12, 12. But I mean, for the sake of argument, we're going to use um, epic only. So in this case, it's full legendary strength, which is 1.6, 1.26 final damage increase for Link. Whereas 31 attack is 1.5%. So, I have 6 job, definitely attack, right? Even for somebody like Link. And again, Link is a Kaisarian user. That means Kaisarian user has the highest attack in the game. And you guys know it's the power of diminishing return. If you have a mutilating attack, if you get one attack, it doesn't mean shit because you have a mutilating attack already, right? Same theory here. If this is true for the Kaisarian user, this is true for the entire game. Because nobody has more attack than a Kaisarian user, which is Paladin. Right? That's the background. Now let's go back and now do fifth job. Fifth job you get half, so it's 12k strength. And we wait. Might be more than it's like 12, 13k, 13k 200. Like does it really matter, brother? Like I mean, was working if of what a 50,000 plus strength right here. I mean, I don't know if it's. Let me double check though. Like just cause you're. No, no. Max arcane symbol is 1312. You're capping, and I prove it. Ah man, god damn it. It's actually not 13k. It's 13k 12. 13k 200. Man, where's the fucking chart? Well, I can't prove it here, but I'll prove it max level right here. See, and I'll help you. I'll help you do math. There's 6 of these times 6 times, so it's 13, 12. There we go. So all right, so we'll go back 17 and 31, right? At fifth job, um, it is better to get stat for somebody like Link, right? So, but this is only true for the Kaiserian user. Like any other user in the game, you don't get that much an attack. But we also have to keep in mind, um, if you start getting arcane sets to 20 stars, 21 stars, as well as arcane weapon, you will have very similar attack as a Kaiserium, maybe even more. So we could then use this reference point for all the other classes. So you know you guys can guess percent strength if you're super fucking rich, like Laviatin, full max 20 stars, then you could do strength. But if you're poor as fuck, like me, always attack, because not only we're gonna use this into six job, because we just proved six job is attack, but when you're poor and you don't have 20 stars, it's gonna be attack. We could show it with my character. Um, I don't even think we need. I don't even think we need like fucking fifth job. We just do fourth job. I'm pretty sure it's attack. We submit that as mine. Cause my shit is so low, dude. Like I'm poor as fuck. I'm weak as fuck. So you do 17 and then you do 31. Um, oh look, actually is for me. We actually get more with strength percent for me though as well, cause I'm a Kaiserian user. Um, but I'm gonna get attack on my paladin just because my fifth job is gonna change for me, cause I can't afford. I cannot afford to get 20 stars. So we're gonna do the recalculation for fifth job. Fifth job, you get this 13k strength. Fun symbols are like 260. Or is it 250? No, 250 you could get it by 250. So we do this, and then we do that. See, like huge difference. Like immediately that you have a half a percent difference right here. Obviously, triple attack is a lot. I mean, in terms of like probability, I think they're about the same. We could double check. So we do bonus cube. Let's just use legendary for the sake of ease. Shoulder. Let's use Absolab as a reference. So you have a strength, like here's and then you have attack right here. So they're about the same. So if you have attack here, and then you have strength here. Yeah, they're very close. I mean, they're literally the same rate, whether you get 755 or triple attack. But these things is like very close, right? So if you get double attack, one strength percent, I mean, I say you keep that, right? Triple attack obviously ideal, um, but for the overall health of the game, if you go 2 to 1, two attack and one strength, it's very good. Let's go back to the Link example and say you use legendary, right? Because we did the math using Link, use only epic potentials, right? So if we use legendary attack potentials, like what would that change? Like this is fifth job stat, obviously. Obviously we're using fifth job because we're getting fifth job next month. So it's very important. Like this is Link is gonna get this in like 2 or 3 months because he's gonna buy all the symbols anyway. So again we do twist, and then for the attack it's 14, 12, 12. It's 38. Both legendary. So at both legendary, now you see guys like even at fifth job, flat attack is better now. Like at fifth job, as early as fifth job. For somebody like Link, like bro's literally maxed out. Like you're not gonna get more attack than this. Like this is like fucking maxed out. You see this? Like 22 stars. The only one he doesn't have 22 stars is the shoulder is 21, and then the sword is 18. So like he's like the definition of maxed out, bro. And I mean he could get more attack if he buys Berserk, which would definitely help. Um, yeah, so like that could like change the numbers a little bit, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Um, yeah, but like even at fifth job, as early as like assuming both is legendary, attacks better. But like of course, if triple attacks like epic, then you see this, it's strength is better. But if they're both at 38. We are both at legendary, attacks better. So this is something for you guys to consider. Whether you want to buy like triple attack. Sorry, let me see. Where is it? Like a triple attack item, like epic potential, which is like a legendary maxed out item, right? That's something for you guys to consider. But an epic potential triple attack will always be good, better than a legendary percent at 6 drop. So if you're like planning to play this fucking game for 3-4 years, you could settle with epic. I'm gonna settle with epic because I'm gonna die with this fucking game, and that's my mindset. All right, that's the math lesson. Oh, you wanna try reroll, Amy? All right, let me try that. Let me go back. Okay, I got a link. Nah, brother, I don't do gear review anymore. It doesn't. You could use Maple PvP to figure out, maplepvp.com to figure out what you want to upgrade. That gives you the most. Um, but that's my recommendation for you, brother. So Amy, do you want it with fifth drop or do you want it with like current? Like I'll do both then. Like currently, I should put this in. Alright, this is a thief class. He's currently, if we go 17% versus 31, um, he gets more. Currently fourth job, Butter gets more using percent stat. So why is he currently building though? Like, why is he getting more from percent strength? I mean percent luck. He's not even getting attacked though. Oh, he's like linked though. He's like 21 stars. Holy shit. Okay, I see. Like he doesn't have attack on his B pot, but the brother is literally like mini Link. Except Link is 22 stars. This guy is 21. Like that's literally the difference. Holy shit. Now the reason why his CP is lower, it's because fucking Kaiserian difference. Kaiserian is just a better item than Fafnir and Absolab. Like if you rank item strength, Kaiserian is between Absolab and Arcane Shade. So that's why Link has high CP. Like I just figure, yeah. But yeah, like Amy, like somebody like this guy, end game, like that's your reference point. He's end game, and he actually gets more attack stats from percent luck. But that's only true for fourth job. It's not gonna be true next month. So if we add 13k, which is the max symbol, well, if you want to do max symbol, it's actually like this number because you gotta add the legion and the symbol. But 200 luck is not gonna change the calculation anyway, so we'll just leave it like that. So it's easier for me to change in the future. So if you do this, then if you do 31, yeah, see, like same thing, right? Same thing, same as Link. Link. Fifth job, flat attack epic potential is stronger than luck. Legendary. Of course, you gotta think about it. If you get epic luck, it's like it's very weak. Right? To get luck, you have to settle at epic. I mean, at unique at the minimum. At the minimum. But flat attack you get triple epic. But now if you get like legendary, like the difference big. This is legendary flat attack, right? It's 2.2% versus 1.5. Like the difference become huge. Now I don't fault these guys getting like percent stat because they're whales. Like when fifth jar comes, they're just gonna reroll. Because these guys are Leviathans. Like all of these guys spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like they could afford to reroll. But people like us, we cannot reroll. Like we fucked. Like so we have to make sure that we get it right one like first try. Because we just cannot afford to reroll. Nah, no, Neophyte is never worth it. Neophyte is have expired. It's too late for Neophyte. Neophyte would never recover. That's why Neophyte item is so cheap. Yeah, the reason why Neophyte and Unchained it's very popular before is because before flames are not free. Like it's impossible for you to get flames. Nowadays flames is literally free, 60k a try. Like what the power of flame, it tipped the scale because you cannot flame Neophyte. I mean you could flame Neophyte, but the maximum you could get from Neophyte is a flame sword of 40, which is like fucking nothing. But when you could flame a lot of items and get like very strong. Like I'll show you what I mean after this 40-second break. I needed this. This is actually very important. Yeah, this is good EXP. All right. Let me show you why flame is so fucking important. And let me change my screen. So this is I'm using like Absol app and Corsair because it's the easiest. You guys see this? You see this? This is 200 at 210 attack. Um and 40 boss damage, whatever, right? But if you go look at this is a fucking one Leon, right? 20 stars one Leon. What's the attack? The attack is 198. What's the Absol 210. Zero fucking stars. Like that's because the flame gives it 60. And what about one Leon? That's because one Leon gave it like 29. and then the Star Force 20 fucking Star Force gave it 79, and it's 12 attack less. Like, does that make sense, guy? Like that's why like when Leon users are cooked, that's the reason why when Leon users got cooked when Flame came out, and the price of a Leon item is like crashed hard. Like same with like Zakum and Necromancer. So like they're literally in the same spot, right? Like these items crash hard. Like you could get Unchained and double legendary Unchained guns now for like 6-7 mil, and it's not selling. That's because like why buy this when I could like just fucking buy an Absolab for 5 mil? Like fuck that. Buy an Absolab, flame that shit, buy it for 5-6 mil. Like I mean, like this guy is selling this for 6 mil. I gave it an offer of 5 mil because I'm not paying 6.6 for that shit. I could flame it myself if I have to. But that's the thing, right? That's why it is like flame tip the scale. Because 200 attack is no joke for early level game players compared to like 100 attack for like one Leon. Like literally a clean Absolap gun is stronger than 20 stars. 20 Star Force one Leon. Like guys, like 20 Star Force is very expensive to reach. Like that's what happens. Like when you get flame, when you make flame so cheap to get, like it makes a lot of like low level items trash. And this is like comparing against one Leon, which is a flame advantage item. Like when Leon can flame 8 times harder than Neophyte, and flame is based on levels and based on property of equipment. So like if an item like when Leon is getting hard outclassed this hard by Absolab, and when Leon flames 8 times harder than Neophyte, that's what Neophyte's cooked. Neophyte's fucked. If you check the market, like Neophyte item is just crashing hard, dude. Like back in the day, Neophyte is like hot and popular. That's because it's all about potentials back in the day. There's no flame. Now that flame is added into the equation, it changes. It changed the scale. In about like 1 or 2 more, in about 1 year, we're gonna get scrolls. Right? Scrolls is further gonna change the scale for a lot of things. So yeah. Farm spot for bishop. May 7 is the best for bishop. If you have a wet pet, you could try dog tree. If just check whichever has a higher NISO. I think most of the time May 7 should be higher. So this is May 7, 160%. I see. And then dog tree. Dog tree is better right now. Yeah, go dog tree. You just rotate between these, right? Whichever has NISO, you go to one that's higher, right? As of right now, dog tree is better. Mage is best at the middle one. So a cross row, upper stem, cross row, they're the best there. But that map requires a web pet. If you don't have a web pet, it doesn't work. So you have to go May 7. Hey, no problem. I wish you the best. Remember to use battle analysis to figure out which map gives you most amount of monsters. But I'm pretty sure May 7 is the best, or very close to the best for Bishop. Yo, Amy, can you try putting Assassinate into a macro here? Maybe that's why. Maybe it has it on a macro. I mean, I could try it in 30 minutes. I'll try it for you. But I think that's why. He just does it better than you. Bro has that shit on macro. Imagine that's why you suck. You don't have it on macro. I'm gonna laugh though. I don't know if it will work though. Like I will try in 2 minutes after my coupon expires. Damn, that's 2 entries. Why didn't the drop rate is like super low? The win rate. Oh well, currently is 50%. That's because the week just started. But by the time we get to next week, I think it's gonna be like 1%. It's daily? No, it's weekly. Oh shit, it's daily. The fuck? I thought it was weekly. I see. I guess I never win then. EXD. I thought it was weekly. That's why I never won. That's good to know. Oh, so like the ammos? I see. I always thought they were weekly. But I got confused. Yeah. Yeah, if you give it a couple hours, it starts decreasing. All right, we're gonna call it a night. Gotta remember to use up one more coupon tomorrow. Got a lot of grind ahead of me. All right, to help check this, let's check this. It might work, it might not. So we do assassinate and then go explosion. Oh, it doesn't work. All right, Amy, sorry, it doesn't work. Yeah, the guy's macroing. He used like a macro keyboard or a macro. Doesn't work. Normally, like you could put this in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know I had to try it before I log out. Um, you can do it. Let me. Well, it doesn't allow me. I can't put it in. Yeah, like if it works, then you could have used this, and you would have been fine. But the fact that it doesn't work, yeah. But you gotta have to watch the Ball's Meal progression guide if you're poor as fuck. If you're rich as fuck, you could then watch the gear progression guide. Nice, got another recruit. We take that. Okay, we got 6 spots. Let's hope we can fill this. Okay, okay. All right, we're gonna call it a night, guys. See you tomorrow. We're gonna have to finish up Magnus and do a couple more weekly boss. All right, later, boys. Thanks for coming. Bye.